is what is happening out there. That could be the concept of a generalization. Okay, so out of 5 sentences, 3 sentences have been totally deleted. The third one is distortion. I just want you to remember these 3 things. What happens? One is generalization. As you listen, you generalize what is being said there. And as you listen, you delete a big part of it, big part of the conversation that is going on. The third one is you distort whatever is being said. You don't take it in the real intention. I'll tell you one example for distortion. What happened is this. A trainer was handling the interpersonal skills development, right? That particular thing. He was asking his participants, are you expressing love to your wife vividly? Some said yes, some said no. And then he said, you need to express the love. Love cannot be taken granted, so next time when you meet your wife, present her a rose. Present her a rose and say, darling, I love you. So one guy was really inspired by this. As he was going home, bought a big long stemmed rose, took it to his home, and his wife was cooking there in the kitchen. Right? So he went behind, hugged her, turned her around, gave the rose and said, darling, I love you. What would have happened to the wife? What would have happened to the wife? The wife, what would have thought? She thought, yes, until yesterday this guy was quite okay, right? Now he is doing something so differently, maybe he has committed a big mistake, right? Maybe he is wandering about. Maybe he is spreading his wings over, and in order to compensate for that, his guilt consciousness is kicking in, and he is trying to pacify me with a long stemmed rose. Are you able to understand what is happening? Distortion. You come with one intention, but that intention is totally misunderstood by the other person. So 3 things could happen in a crucial conversation. Generalization could happen, deletion could happen, and distortion could happen. So in a crucial conversation, you need to identify the generalization, deletion, and distortion and act accordingly. That is a real challenge even for marketers. So when a marketing person comes with a new product, already the people would be having some idea about that product, generalization about that product. Let's say you come with a new toothpaste. The common populace there would already be having an idea about that, so they'll say it's going to be another toothpaste. What is new about it? So you need to break that generalization and come in with your uniqueness, saying I'm not as per your generalization, I'm something new. And by doing so, you'll be able to penetrate into that awareness, and thereby you will be able to create a mark for yourself. That is what should happen in a crucial conversation. So as you come and sit across the interview board, the panelists will be having a generalization about you. So many students. And yes, there would be some generalization about the student community. Maybe the panel people would be aware, having that generalization. They'll be looking at you with those specs in mind. But you need to break that generalization and come out as a different person. I am not belonging to that. I have my own uniqueness. Once you are able to break that generalization, you will be able to create something different. You will be able to create a mark for yourself. So I'll just finish off by quoting a very interesting, maybe a scene from a movie which you would have definitely seen. How many of you have not seen Vasool Raja MBBS? Only a few people, right? How many of you have not seen Vasool Raja MBBS? How many of you have not seen Munna Bhai? Right. You have not seen? Okay. So I take that most of you would have seen this, either the Munna Bhai MBBS or Vasool Raja MBBS, right? There is a very interesting scene in that. I just want you to focus on that particular scene in which there will be a sweeper, right, who is sweeping the floor, right? There will be a sweeper who is sweeping the floor. And he will always be cursing and complaining, right? He sweeps, the person walks in, immediately he starts scolding that person. You are not aware of what I am doing. Every time I sweep, you come and make it dirty. The guy sitting above me is continuously harassing me. So this guy will continuously be cursing. He will be making a big issue about of it. So the hero, along with the heroine, she's a very beautiful heroine, by the way. And as she's talking to him, he will look at it, and suddenly he will feel a desire to start a crucial conversation with that guy. So he will detach himself from the heroine and come and place himself in front of that sweeper, the guy who is sweeping. The guy will look at him and say, what is that you are doing? I am cleaning, now you are coming and dirtying the very same thing. And the hero will start a very interesting conversation with him. And his idea would be to break the generalization, deletion, and distortion which the sweeping guy has. He will ask for his name. What is your name? And immediately the sweeper will say, why are you asking for it? Are you going to complain against me? That is a generalization people have. When someone asks you a name, immediately they think that it is for complaining. So, Punniya Kodi en peru, poi sollu po. Yaar enna panniduvanga paatharla. And then our hero will say, Punniyongiradhu vera enga illa, un perliye irukku. Enna solra nee? What you are doing is not an ordinary thing. You are doing a great punniya. You are sweeping the floor, and there is a very big distinction in that. நீ பண்றது என்ன ஒரு சாதாரண விஷயம் இல்ல, ஒரு பெரிய சேவை. இங்க இருக்கிற டாக்டருங்க எல்லாம் காசு வாங்கிக்கிட்டு வந்த வியாதிக்கு மருத்துவம் பார்க்கறாங்க. நீ க்ளீன் பண்றது மூலமா வர்ற வியாதியும் கூட நீ தடுக்கற. You are preventing an onset of disease. Whereas the doctors here are treating a disease which has already come. Now what you are doing is, you are preventing, you are doing a great thing. And then you will say that, yes, it's on par even with Mahatma Gandhi sayra madri idu oru seva. Nana, sevaya, that person will really open up. ஆமாப்பா இதெல்லாம் பாராட்டுறதுக்கு மேல இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு டைம் கிடைக்காது, நீ நானும் தான் சேர்ந்து பாராட்டிக்கணும். Then he will go for a hug. So by introducing that conversation, by integrating into that conversation, what our hero is trying to break the generalization, deletion, and distortion which that individual sweeper has. What is the generalization that individual sweeper has? Can anyone tell what is it? Pardon? This is a very menial job, right? That is the generalization which the sweeper has. Very menial job. There is no one to appreciate. I will never get any appreciation from this job. And what is the deletion he is doing? He is deleting it because he doesn't find the importance in doing that. As a contrast, I will tell you one interesting incident which took place in NASA. So in NASA, an audit was being conducted, and all the departments were inspected, and the auditing committee chose to inspect a bathroom area, restroom area. And they went and started inspecting in that restroom area. In the restroom area, they found one person sweeping. And they asked him, what are you doing? And the sweeper said, very, very, very pridefully, he said that, I am sending a man to the moon. Are you able to get the point? I am sending a man to the moon. So that was a self-esteem, that was a self-respect which that guy had, which our person didn't have that. He didn't feel that it's a very, very powerful job, very, very important job. So our hero was trying to break that deletion. He's bringing his to attention that you are doing something very meritful. You are doing a very, 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 very great important job. And what is the distortion that the sweeper had? The distortion that the sweeper had was this: there is no one to appreciate me. So if I keep mum, everyone will ignore me. Everyone will take advantage of me. So in order to project myself, I should keep on complaining. I should keep on cursing. I should keep on creating problems. Only then people will attend to me. Dear friends, it is said that all human beings are born with an invisible tag. கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாத ஒரு tag ஓட தான் பிறக்கிறோம். And something is written on that tag. Can you tell me what it is? கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாத invisible tag. We are born with that. Every human being is born with an invisible tag. Something is written on it. Very same thing which is written on a lorry battery. ஒரு lorry batteryல என்ன எழுதி இருக்கு? தினமும் என்னை கவனி. Similarly, give me importance. That is what is being written on every invisible tag that is with people. So when you stroke that, TA calls it as a positive stroke. When you address that, The hero comes and says you are doing something great. You are a person who is capable of being hugged. Once he does that, this guy feels that, yes, I am important. I am very important. And thereby, his generalization, deletion, and distortion goes for a change, and thereby something interesting has been pursued. So a normal, compulsory, cursing person has been transformed into a person who can really produce effective results. So that is the real purpose of crucial conversation. So beware of the person sitting across you. Maybe it's on an interview board. Maybe it's your boss. Maybe it's your future in-laws. Understand what would be their generalizations, deletions, and distortions which they might be harboring against you. Try to understand them and break them and bring out your own uniqueness. And when that happens, you have created a mark in your crucial conversation. So have these in mind. What are they? The generalizations, deletions, and distortions. Remember them. The purpose of a crucial conversation is to break the generalizations, deletions, and distortion. Wishing you all the best, right? Thank you.
Ram sir, I request you to kindly stay back on stage. May I call upon Group Captain to present the memento to Mr. Ram Subramaniam.